Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the best stocks you can buy, in this case for July 2024. Today I will share with you one stock that I consider to be a unique opportunity to invest in right now, with a possible return of 70%. I'm going to show you which stock this is, show you my analysis with a calculation of the fair value, and buy it for my personal portfolio. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. Before diving into the full analysis of the best stock for this month, I want to thank XTB for supporting this video. XTB is a broker platform with 0% commissions for buying stocks and ETFs, with a minimum transaction value of only €10, where you can invest being sure that your money is safe. XTB is my personal choice for creating investment portfolios for both stocks and ETFs, and in this video I will also show you how I buy my stocks each month in that innovative platform. As you can see, right now almost every stock I shared with you in the previous episodes is at profit. We have Tesla, which I shared with you in April, with a current profit of 29%, followed by Adobe Systems, the stock I bought in the last two episodes, which has a current profit of almost 20%, and many others as you can see. But for today's episode, I will show you and buy a stock that until today I have never had in my portfolio, which is Starbucks, with the ticker SBUX. As probably all of you know, Starbucks is a global coffee company well known for its high-quality products and thousands of locations worldwide, and therefore it is a type of company that is here to stay. On the TradingView daily chart, by looking at its price fluctuations since 1992, we can see that the price of this stock is highly stable and with a growing tendency. This yellow line you see is a 600 period smoothed moving average, which is an indicator I like to use to analyze if technically a stock is stable or not. As the price is almost above this baseline, we can conclude that this stock is indeed stable and with a growing potential. At the moment, Starbucks price is below the 600 smoothed moving average, which is very unusual, but we can notice that this happened due to the last two earnings reports, which were well below expectations. But this is not a negative thing, as it gives us an exceptional opportunity to buy this stock at a huge discount. In 2022, the same happened. Starbucks had two consecutive earnings below expectations and had a big drop. But from these minimums to the relative maximum, it then had a growth of 70% in less than 12 months, which was a great opportunity. At the moment, the price of this growth stock is around 40% below its highs, 18% below the smoothed moving average, and also close to the strong support zone. Therefore, after this technical analysis, we have already concluded that this stock is highly stable and with a growing potential. But to confirm whether its current market value is below its fair value price, we have to carry out a fundamental analysis by analyzing some financial models. Firstly, by using the discounted cash flow or DCF analysis, which is a popular way banks use to calculate the company's fair value by discounting the future unlevered free cash flows back to the present value. From the Finbox website, we can see that with the growth exit formula, Starbucks has a potential price appreciation of 27%. With the EBITDA exit multiple, an appreciation of 24%, and then with the revenue exit formula, a potential growth of 32%, which are great upsides. Then, by checking the forecasts from professional investors using the premium Simply Wall Street website, we can conclude that the Starbucks is 33% undervalued, which is very good to know. Also, by scrolling to the stock overview, we can see that its earnings are forecast to grow, which is another strong point for Starbucks. But let's continue our analysis. Now, by using another valuation method from the MarketBeat website, we can see that here the fair value of this stock has a 28% upside, being a healthy company. To get to this price target of $94, this website also uses different calculation methods to give us the best forecast possible. Then, on the alpha spread analysis, the base case tells us that the Starbucks price is 18% undervalued, being the best case an appreciation of 42% and the worst one a depreciation of just 3%. And finally, using another premium website, Value Investing, its forecast tells us the stock can have an appreciation of 24%. So, when putting all the fair values from these 7 different financial analyses together, the Starbucks fair value is around $95. And since its current price at the moment I am recording this video is around $73, it gives us an average of 30% potential appreciation. Moreover, this is a stock that historically is always reaching new all-time highs. So if that happens again in the long term, you can see an increase of 70% on your investments in this stock, which is well above the market average. Apart from this, we need to also add the dividends that the Starbucks company pays, with a value of 3.2% annually. And so this will be the stock I will buy for my personal portfolio for this month. And so, let's go to my XStation 5 account. If you don't know, XStation 5 is the platform you will get after creating your account with XTB. I remember that with XTB you don't pay any commissions to buy stocks, and you can use my link that is in the description to create your account. So, let's go to the market watch to add Starbucks with the ticker SBUX, and pay attention to this little detail. If you want to buy it for trading, you can choose the CFD option. But as I want to invest for the long term and own actual shares of this company, I will choose the option that says stock. Then I will drag it onto my charts to see the price fluctuations. Just like on TradingView, you can also use XStation 5 for technical analysis, as you will find several indicators and functions that you can use. Now, to buy shares, we can right-click on the chart and select the option that says New Order, and we just have to choose how many shares we want to buy. With XTB, you can buy whole or fractional shares, which is an excellent advantage if your budget is not very high. For example, if you want to invest only 10 euros, you can do so and buy approximately 0.15 shares of Starbucks. In my case, for this month, I will buy 2 shares. Now we just have to click on the green button that says buy, confirm the order, and it's done. This concludes the video on the top stock for July. I hope you enjoyed it, that you learned something new, and if you have ideas for stocks for the next month, feel free to comment them down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you and bye bye.